Yo, what's going on with y'all? So a year later, we still talking about streamer university. That must have been generational, but we gonna see what's happening. What's not what people thought. So what was it then, bro? It looked lit. I ain't going to fraud with you, but we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. It's cool.
About a year ago, Castanet had arguably the biggest streamer event that we've seen in modern times. He invited a bunch of random content creators and some of his friends to a college campus in order to launch what was known as Streamer University.
Yo, I ain't going fraud. The advertisement for this joint was lit. They made Hogwarts. Now, that's tough. That's tough.
And although there was a ton of chaos that happened, for the most part, it was arguably one of the best things that happened for a lot of content creators. Now, doing something unprecedented like this would cause for unprecedented criticism, but I don't think that people really realized how much that Streamer University will go on to do so much good for the streaming world, and it will ultimately go on to change some of the streamers that were in its lives.
If you try to recreate someone's whole flow, like let's say you try to do the DDG, it's not gonna work this time. If something pops one time, that method instantly gets patched.
Why do you think that Streamer U gets such a bad rep?
Because y'all didn't get in.
Here we go. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long
Yo, she funny. She don't want, cause y'all niggas didn't get in. Yo, she funny as shit.
long way for the channel. Come tag along for Ohmeezzy University, right? We could build a bigger and greater community along the way.
I would go to that school, no cap.
Now, back into the video.
100.
When Castanet announced his Streamer University, a lot of people thought it was the end-all, be-all for streamers new coming into the space. They thought if they were to get on in this sort of event, they would have the finish line as opposed to a good starting.
That'd be a lot of their problems. I feel like a lot of people think once I hit this one goal, I'm set. That's the end. Like for me, that's hitting 1K subs in a year. Now I probably got like 4 or 6 months. I got 4 months left, I think. What we in June? June, July, August, September. I got 4 months left. I'm probably fettuccine. I'm probably cooked. It's cool though. But for me, hitting 1K is like, that's a starting line. Like, that's my end goal right now. But that's really like the first step in 1,000 miles type shit. Niggas won't even get that reference because I don't get that reference. You feel me? But a lot of people be like, oh, I got to Streamer University. Oh yeah, I'm good. No matter what I do, I'm gonna be golden. Now you gotta keep building, gotta keep working with your community. You gotta get me. Just because you make it to the A, don't mean you're gonna stay in the A, bro. Anything could happen.
And thus started the disingenuous grading
Anybody
scale
can get
of
there.
what Castanet could
Keeping
do
this
for
motherfucker.
people in the streaming space. And a year later, people are looking back at Streamer University and calling it nothing but a success, and I honestly don't think it's fair. One tweet that I saw asked if there was any notable creator that had come from this event. And truly and honestly, maybe they don't know, but there have been a lot of resounding successes from Streamer University. First and foremost, Yana was technically on Drake's album. I don't know how that can't be viewed as some sort of success. Then I would say somebody like Extra Emily benefited directly from Streamer University, having people notice her, i.e. The Weeknd's producer, notice her directly from Streamer University.
And The Weeknd knows who you are. I promise on my life, he knows who you are.
He does?
The reason why I know, because he was at my studio last year. He was recording something, and he was watching SU, and he was like, "Oh, I like her perspective of SU and how she was walking around with self-stick all alone by herself."
And somebody like Tota arguably is the biggest streamer to come out of Streamer University, not just landing him thousands upon thousands of viewers from being somebody who had a low viewer count, but also having the opportunity to join streamer group The Clover Boys. DDG went from niche internet fame to fully mainstream. Blasian Baby Lola pivoted into a more corporate setting. Lala Baptiste, Jay Cinco, Arky, they all built real audiences from Streamer University. People benefited tremendously from the opportunity to come together, create content with one another, collaborate with like-minded individuals, and ultimately be broadcasted to a new, wider audience. Now, I believe that those streamers mentioned definitely did Streamer University right, and they took advantage of what was to come afterwards. But there were some what people would perceive as the downsides of Streamer University, and the aftermath of it changed the streaming industry completely.
Streaming is dying out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Streaming.
Hell
You
yeah.
think streaming is dying out?
For sure, bro. It's not even that like it's oversaturated, bro. Stop saying that. Everything's oversaturated when you think about too many artists, too many rappers, too many singers, too many painters, too many carpenters, plumbers, whatever. It's too many of everybody. But if that's your mentality, it's too much low quality, low I don't even know how to say it, bro. It's like just low quality, low effort. Like I'm low effort, but it's like I'm talking about putting 10%, wanting 95% returns. Everybody just doing the same thing, copy and pasted. It's like when you was in class and the nigga said, "Yo, here's my answers. Don't copy it word for word." And the nigga copy it word for word, except for instead of putting their THEIR, they put THEIR. EY apostrophe RE, I think it's what. Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's like, bro, we gonna get caught, bro. What you doing? You messing it up, bro. That's what it is. It's like, yo, everybody wanna be streamers because they see the streamers being lit, whatever. Bro, that's why I came to YouTube. I'm like, yo, the streamers got it. I'd rather come on YouTube, build a stable base, whatever, and branch out into other YouTube videos like gaming. I'm into firearms, outdoors, like cars, bro. That's what I want to do with this. Like, I start off as a reaction, yeah, but I want to branch out into other things because I got more hobbies, more interest in life, and I want to connect with other people too, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie with the firearm stuff. I need help, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know if the Hollow Sun, the toughest, or the old light. You mean how to make the SBR joint go brrr? You mean like I'm trying, and I want to connect, bro. I'm trying to get more knowledge through other people.
Oh yeah, streaming is like it just became so oversaturated. You know, so I feel like me personally, from a creator standpoint, I
That's
feel
not
like
the
once
issue.
streaming university came, if every
A lot of non-creative people tried to become creators. You feel me? Like, people, I seen a video that said, "You're not as interesting as you think you are," because a doctor boy quit being a doctor to become a TikToker or influencer. Yo, I feel like if you go into the game with the idea of being an influencer, I want to be a voice, I want to go to red carpets, I want to do da. You off on the wrong foot. My whole thing with getting into this is I used to want to be a comedian. Yeah. So let me just go on this joint, try to get comfortable with talking to strangers online before I can get comfortable with talking to other people in person. Cause I be chilling low key for real. I'm like the chillest dickhead you'll ever meet in your life. Facts.
everything up, it made the numbers feel unreal. Like back then, niggas having 7,000, bro. When you had 7,000 like a year ago, bro, that's like equivalent to a nigga having 60,000 right now.
Now, I think a little bit of context needs to be added. First and foremost, during Stream University, somebody like a DDG hit 200,000 live viewers, and everyone was about at 15K to 30K. So 500 to 1,000.
Cause he was mad entertaining. I'm telling you, bro. Like if he was a smaller person at Stream University, he was probably getting 1 to 15K, yeah, for sure. But like DDG was going crazy with the joint with India Love and the Duke Dennis Love Triangle joint. Parties off campus, whatever. He was everywhere doing whatever. He was on content. And he was being creative with it, bro. You gotta do
viewers,
that.
it almost seemed like it wasn't impressive anymore. I do think that the goalposts moved, but most importantly, out of a Streamer University, I saw so many people want to hop into streaming. Now, I think it's worth noting, Jay Cinco was at Streamer University and definitely monetized off of it. He's just pointing out the fact that people showed up to the gold rush that he got in early on. But that's basically how every single gold rush works. People see this thing blow up in the space, and then everyone rushes to do it. Most of them doing it with half-assed attempts, to be quite honest with you. If you go back and look at all those people who bought phones after Streamer University, some of your favorite content creators who stepped into streaming, and just some people who tweeted, I wanted to get into streaming right out of Stream University. A lot of them aren't doing it now. A lot of them have totally stopped. A lot of them have fallen off wholeheartedly. Now, most of these people are probably looking for an opportunity to uplift themselves from whatever financial burdens that they had, not understanding how real of a task and job streaming actually is. They thought it was something that could be fun, monetizable, and taken lightly. But it's actual serious hard work. One where you have to devise a plan and a strategy that leads to a long and fruitful career. Or you could attempt to take the shortcut like some of these content creators did and go the whole insane attention farming type situation.
Y'all closed? I got some money for you. I'm famous. You can't do me like that. Can't make me a taco? Damn, nigga. I can't get a chicken taco? Just make me a...
Yo. I don't care how famous you are, nigga. If you ever walk up to me and say, yo, if you ever come to my store, yo, bro, can I get this for free? I got 1 million on TikTok. That shit gonna be, nigga, yo, come get this nigga, bro. This nigga bugging. Fuck wrong with you, bro? I'm sorry. No, I don't care. I'm trying to go home. I don't care if you was Jesse Owens walking through. Jesse Owens, I ain't gonna lie, I'm lying. Jesse Owens, I got you, Mr. Owens. You a black hero, man. MLK, JFK, who else? Obama, come on, bro. Brad Pitt, maybe. Yeah. Who you, ma'am? I'm on TikTok or Samaya, bitch. If you don't get on my face.
Taco. I gave you $100. You don't want $100? Wow, that's crazy. That's fucked up, man. You gonna do that in front of 20,000 people? Hey, La Maria,
20,000 people?
fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie, chicken taco does sound kind of good right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, on surface, this clip is kind of funny, but the problem is that she said, I'm famous, therefore you should stay open for me, therefore you should make me some sort of chicken taco. And the bigger problem is that this type of personality trait or type of content that you're going for supersedes any type of content that you're, you know, supposed to be getting known for. They're gonna remember the arrogance, they're gonna remember the entitlement over anything. A platform like StreamerU gave Samaya the recognition, but recognition only matters if you can convert it into a real audience. This is why people connected this specific moment of Samaya to the academics criticism from a minute ago.
We know you for literally fucking a rapper. That's why we know you.
Don't ever try to do that, bitch. I want to stream you and all that. Don't give a fuck. Don't downplay shit I got going on.
The criticism wasn't not just that these people aren't famous. The criticism was that these people were acting like the platform had already made them stars before they actually built anything. Arguably, the worst part about Streaming University is that it gave some streamers and content creators the thought process in their mind that they were just famous enough that they didn't have to actually go out there and build an audience. And when attention doesn't turn into a real audience, some creators don't respond by actually building and growing a real audience, getting down and dirty and building up a community. No, they respond by chasing these moments, these viral moments, these things that get them clipped. And this is where you introduce a Nina Lynn.
Bro, I be telling y'all that. I be thinking like a lot of the streaming today, if you're a streamer today, I genuinely feel like, damn, I gotta pick that up. I genuinely feel that like when you stream, it's not genuinely for the stream. It's just for the clips. You know what I mean? Like, my man's wanna be a streamer. And I told him, like, strategy number one, when you streaming, think clip in your head, like, just be like, clip. Cause everybody's on TikTok, everybody wants that fast dopamine hit, like, they hitting the needle type joint. So you gotta give it to them quick, bro. Pause. You know what I mean? So look, when you streaming, just think of clips, make the clips, post all the TikToks, and then link your Twitch in your bio, so people come over, probably watch you for a bit, background noise, whatever. But what you really are when you're a streamer, you're a TikToker, genuinely. I think in my head at least, cause I don't know anybody over the age of 18 really sitting down watching Twitch streams that's not doing some type of work or something, like moving and hustling. No way.
Situation into the mix.
And the language that you're using in front of a 13-year-old, I don't appreciate either.
This is a public space. I'm gonna let you know that right now, man. This is like the most paranoid argument. I cannot. What the hell? 1, 2.
Sir, do not be recording.
I'm so it's just me. It's just me. That's it. We got no one else on that. 1, 2. Fuck. Bitch. Shit.
Now follow me. For what it's worth, Nina Lynn and Samaya are not the same example at all. Samaya is somebody who represents entitlement after the attention. Nina Lynn, on the other hand, represents chasing attention after the spotlight starts fading. When you go to an event like a Streamer University and you're surrounded by all these other streamers, your numbers look more huge than what they actually are. They look inflated. And so coming back from a Streamer University back to your hometown, people were chasing that high again. People were chasing that feeling as the numbers dwindled down. But instead of, I don't know, planning out different collaborations with content creators, they sought the fast track. They did whatever they needed to do to get people looking again. But the problem is that people looking again doesn't mean that people actually care. Drama can create a viral moment for what it's worth, but it doesn't mean that you have some sort of loyal audience. In fact, it probably will create the opposite effect. It'll create a loyal audience of people trying to see you fail. And then after that, the controversy becomes the brand. That right there is the trap. StreamerU gave Nina Lynn a chance to create a lane, but the lane that she decided is something that people will mostly remember her for being controversial. But not every failure looks loud and messy. Some people didn't crash the moment. They just let the moment pass them by. Indie Love presents a different type of missed opportunity. She already had the name recognition going into the event, so her issues weren't exposure. I've known India Love since about 2014, back in the Tumblr days. Her issue was more so about conversion. If you take a look at this screenshot, India Love had great viewership coming from Streamer University, but it dwindled, and it dwindled fast. One of the reasons why is because she most likely did not have any sort of identity or characteristic that would have people coming back to her streams and her content. Most of the time, she just decided to tether herself to a male streamer in the space, most notably DDG. And we all know how that ended up in her most notable moment post-Streamer University.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt, and congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out blah, 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 blah.
Damn, I ain't see her in a minute, now that I think about it. She good? I hope so.
This was an opportunity for her to reposition herself. I can remember before Streamer University, Zoe Spencer came to the internet talking about how there weren't a lot of
Oh, shout out Zoe Spencer. She was killing it last year. Then I don't know where she went. Illuminati came back on that ass. And it's like she went up in smoke. She just disappeared.
Spaces for women
I
to
hope she
succeed
good.
without them being tethered to the guys. And I've talked about that multiple times on this channel before. And India Love was put in a unique opportunity. She was positioned to separate herself from the pack and then ultimately embrace a whole different lane that streaming hadn't really tapped into. But she didn't really do that. She never separated herself. She never made a lane for herself. She never really took the opportunity to stand out and maybe even galvanize some of the young women in the streamer space. I would say that people left her streams not knowing what to expect. And that's probably true for the individual streams. But for the streams where she did exactly what she did, they put her in the box of a pick-me, which, hey, rightfully so. But at the end of the day, it was a missed opportunity because she didn't sever that tie to the existing fan base that was already there, that wasn't really there for her. So then anytime she had a moment, people would react, people would make their think pieces, but ultimately people would move on. And I could go on and on about different examples from Streamer University, but once you look at all of them, Ray's point becomes the part that explains the entire thing.
Yeah, if you got a part two, how do I tell you? We not getting in, bro. If they're streaming you part two, I'm telling you, bro. Whoever go back the first time, you're not going back this time, bro. How do I tell you, bro? It's over.
I would hope so, bro. He said Streamer University is for young and upcoming streamers. And had, first of all, it was half his peoples in that joint. And then half little niggas, you feel me? Like, it gotta be like 100% little niggas in that joint. I'm talking about like all freshmen, all juniors, all like sophomore streamers. We don't need the super seniors. We don't need the vets in that joint. We need the people just starting to get into streaming. I'm talking like 1 to 50,000 subscribers maximum. Maximum. If you got over 50,000 subs or subscribers or Twitch followers, what do they call it? Followers on TikTok. No, you can't get in this joint,
Bro, there's no way letting people from streaming you first go to the second. Like, there's no point.
Ray is stating here that Kai Cenat is not inviting the past streamers from Streamer Universities, the alumni, back into the program because it's not some sort of crutch. It's not some sort of permanent support system. It was a launch pad. That means that the event in and of itself was temporary at best. You're not gonna be that one alumni that's always hanging around the college campus, whether it's during homecoming or even past homecoming, trying to relive the glory days with your varsity jacket that you've clearly outgrown, still hitting on the girls at the local college bar. That's weird. That's disgusting, gang. What you were supposed to do post Streamer University is take the clips, take the moments, take the attention, take all that opportunity and start building something when you were on your own. Because if your career only works when there's a Kai Cenat backed event, then ultimately you didn't build a career. You just built dependency. You built another place and space for Kai Cenat to succeed, but not one in which you can thrive on your own or with collaborating with some of your peers that are also alumni.
I still think what he did last year holds weight today. Really? Yeah, Streamer University created how many, you know how much like further that pushed streaming University and how many like careers spawned off of that? Like
every little nigga ask their mom, yo, mom, can I get a PC for Christmas for my birthday? I'm gonna get good grades. I promise I am. And that's inspiring innovation. That's inspiring getting money, bro. That's what you need. Cause life getting too expensive for you not to try and get money at a young age. When I was a young boy, bro, I was cutting grass. I was shoveling the snow. Worked at the same tutoring company, John. I was trying to get to it, bro. You feel me? And I was doing that while being a Boy Scout, while running track. I was a busy kid. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he could probably chill there for a minute.
Anyone making any sorts of criticisms about what happened to any of the streamers from Stream University, are there any successful ones, is being totally 100% disingenuous. And I think it's two reasons why they do this. One, I think it is a part to shade Kai Cenat because the internet's gonna take an opportunity to shade him regardless. But two, and I think more important,
Tota, Ray, who else? Samaya, who else? Arky, he was there, I'm pretty sure, here. I don't be watching streamers, y'all, so I can't even tell you. Yo, gun to the back of my head, I'm cooked. Damn.
Importantly, just because it doesn't exist on your timeline doesn't mean that it did not happen. So I've taken the opportunity to have conversation with a couple of alumni from Streamer University to ask about their experience during the process and after to truly understand if they were or were not successful or answer the age-old question, was Streamer University a waste? Marcus, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Ohmeezzy?
He was in that
I'm
joint.
Kai Woods, and I am a Streamer University alumni.
I see her on Twitch a lot, TikTok a lot.
So the reason why I've asked you for this today is because maybe 5 days ago, it was the year anniversary of Streamer U.
Yep.
Shouts out to the Streamer U alums. Now, your walk is a little bit different because you were already in the space with the quote unquote big boys before Streamer U. But I want to know, after Streamer U, how has your life changed?
It's kind of been the same in the sense because, like how you said, I was already around the people, but it's just the obvious viewership increase that I've been able to maintain. Because I still wasn't, even though I was around them, I still was a small streamer before that. So yeah, so I would say obviously the viewership increase, which comes with, you know, the financial bonus and shit like that. So I would say that because I didn't get too many clips off like some of the you know, the bigger guys. So it's not like I took off like Yana, this, that, and the third.
How have things been just in general since Streamer U?
Honestly, amazing. I feel like life has been so active. I low-key didn't even realize it's been a whole year since because I don't think I've ever been this busy in my life.
Oh, wow. Is this with just different opportunities that come with being more visible in the space now?
Yeah, I think different opportunities and also like a different drive. Like whenever you see how people move as a bigger creator behind the scenes especially, you start to realize like, oh, I'm not putting in as much work as I thought I was. It's like the planning, the execution, the editing, the meetings, the like conceptualization of ideas. Like you don't realize that all of this is happening because whenever they show up on camera, they're just there to entertain. They're not there to tell you about the logistics of being a streamer or like being a content creator in general. So like being able to see that without them trying to entertain an audience made me realize like, oh, I gotta lock in more. I gotta do more. I gotta push harder. So I've been like trying to like apply a lot of those ideas myself. And ever since then, just always editing, always recording, always doing something different.
Yeah, I totally understand. It's a grind, but I value what you're saying. When you see others are doing good things, great things, the only thing that you can do, well, you can do two things. You can elevate or you can say, well, maybe that's too much for me. I just don't need to be a part of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, that's a good thing for her though, bro. Like, you got I thought I stopped recording for a second. I was about to lose my mind, bro. Yo, but I be seeing her on Twitch, TikTok a lot, and it's like, for some, I think she was getting harassed in the comments last year, cause she wasn't looking like the baddies out there with all the lipo, lip filler, this and the third. And it's good to hear that she got she getting views off of it. She getting more motivated. Like the old saying goes, you gotta be in rooms with a lot of smart, intelligent people, money getting people. Cause guess what? When you racing against people that's faster than you, you gonna get faster too. If you're racing against a bunch of slow bums, guess what? You're gonna get a little bit slower, bro. So you either gotta do or die. She wanted to do. You gotta love it, man.
It's like realizing that you have access to the method. It's like, okay, now do I want to be that tired? Do I want to implement that? It's been a slow implementation for me because I'm like, I don't want to burn out, but it's been very satisfying.
Now, this is the
shit. I feel it though. I burnt out like 3 times in the span of like 6-8 months, bro. Burnt out 3 times. Gotta come back and get it done though, bro. I'd rather burn out and go up and smoke right now and know in a year or two I'm sitting like 5 to 25,000 subscribers. So if I got to burn myself out right now, all right, let's do it. I'll do it. Whatever. I was doing like 9 videos a week just, and that's after 2 different jobs, helping my mom's company on my days off. I'll be moving, bro.
Some of the controversial questions that people have about Streamer U. How come we aren't seeing more people that attended Streamer U be successful?
That's not something I've thought about too much because I feel like everybody kind of, you know, it benefited a lot. There are some people that, you know, probably didn't see too much benefit after it, but a lot of it could be preparation. I think a lot of people didn't, or maybe didn't know like what to do after. Like even if you do get this increase of viewership, what to do after, how to capitalize on it after. It's still it put people in the right rooms, in the right doors, and I did think it served a purpose. But if you're kind of just thrown into the lion's den without, you know, really expecting, you know, I feel like a lot of people would just kind of trying to find the, you know, the most respectful way to say it. But you'll kind of fizzle out a little bit because, you know, just not being prepared. Because I mean, even me, I didn't know what to fully expect, and because I was a smaller streamer, it was rocky for me off like just starting just from the type of person I am. So yeah, I think it was a culture shock for a lot of people not really knowing what to do after it. And yeah, there was a lot of people that did know what to do and they took full advantage of it. So yeah, I that's what I would say.
I was talking to another person that I interviewed and they were saying that like, you know, a lot of these people, just because you don't see them doesn't mean that they're not successful. And then also like, who defines what success is? Somebody may now be more consistent than they were. And even if it's not at the height or numbers of 500, 600, 1,000 live viewers, ultimately though, just being consistent is much better than where they were when they first started, where they were a little inconsistent. But they also might be killing like Instagram, Snapchat, all these other things like that too.
I think people forget that Twitch is one of the hardest platforms to grow.
Twitch is the hardest platform to grow on. I will stamp that. Low visibility. You already got giants in the game, and like it's not like YouTube giants where you could probably battle it out because you get on a homepage or you're getting search or recommended or whatever. I'm talking about giants where they're pulling in like 15K at night on a bad night. Then you got people getting 40K on a regular, 60K on a regular, 80K on a regular, 200K when somebody sparked up for a long time. Ain't sparked up in a long time. They finally decided to pop up, and here you are thinking you gonna be mad entertaining against them niggas. Nah, bro, you got to figure something out. That's why you need an auxiliary source of followers, bro. Whenever you need an auxiliary force to drive your following up, whatever platform you're on is a difficult platform. Like, I could do YouTube and not be on TikTok, cause it might be a slow axe grind on YouTube, but I could grow on YouTube without using a supplementary or auxiliary source to find followers. You mean TikTok? I would say it's easy because you just got post, and people always on it, and it's like quick dopamine. As long as you get a quick dopamine hit from your video, somebody gonna follow you. Like, he funny as shit. Let me follow support real quick. That's why you use Twitch as the main joint, TikTok to funnel the people over. You know what I mean?
Maintain and see success in regardless. I mean, even people going from 0, even if you're at 100, 200, even if you're at 50, like all of that is a win, because without getting that boost, like it really is, it's not impossible obviously, but it is very hard, especially with how many people is trying to stream now, to go from nothing to even a little bit. Like, it is super hard. So even if you went to Streaming You and you came back and you average 50 viewers, you're still at a very high percentage of people on Twitch, because most people on Twitch, like majority of people on Twitch, are streaming to nobody right now.
Yeah,
it really just depends. Most people think of success, they were expecting everyone to graduate Streamer U and average 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 plus, but that's in itself just super hard to do regardless.
How come we aren't seeing more people that attended Streamer University being successful?
I think it's because everyone's metric of success is different. Like, I know people that aren't as active on socials that are like buying properties because their money's up. It's like, because it was called Streamer University, everyone will see you on like TikTok Live or on Twitch, and they're like, why are your numbers so low? Like, what was it even all for? Meanwhile, like, you're actually getting millions of impressions on your Instagram, and you're getting millions of impressions on your TikToks, and you're getting invited to hang out with their favorite creators. So it's like, whenever you put that into perspective, it's like, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. I always remind myself that there are people who make a living on content that I'll never know their names. I'll never know what they create. So it's like, just because
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what type of creator I want to be. Like, do I want to be like a mainstream? Like, for me, it was Berleezy, RDC World, I'm Dante, and them type of niggas, bro. Those were staples in my YouTube journey growing up. Solo Modality, Flight Reacts, Cash Nasty, and shit like that. But it's like, do I want to be a staple creator, or one of them niggas that's probably gonna fade out into obscurity? Cause for me, let's say I get a couple 100,000 across like 2 to 3 channels, I might be okay with that. I ain't gonna lie with you, bro. Like, but then again, my ego says I can get like 2 million at least. So I gotta go with my ego. As a man, you gotta go with your ego sometimes. A lot of the time. Look at Vegeta. You mean,
we were introduced to a certain audience doesn't mean that was the audience that we necessarily belong to. Like, that wasn't our niche. I'm no Kai Snap. Like, I'm the first person to admit that I don't have that energy, and I don't have those ideas, and my personality doesn't fit into that. Whenever I was chasing that right off of Stream University, all I did was deplete my money and burn myself out, and realize like, oh, I like IRLing, but like, I don't need to like do it at this level, or I don't need to do these ideas specifically, because that's not my audience. That's not what
like I said, everybody be trying to seem they see it work for one person. They all try to have the same personality. I'm gonna be a loud and goofy kid. Nigga, that's not you, bro. Just be you again. You gotta have a certain. I feel like if you're genuine enough, people will naturally bang with you, bro. You feel me? Like me, I just don't care. Like I don't know. It's like I got to college, and it's like my caring level just dropped all the way down. Like, I have no. Yo, like, I'm hungry than mug. Dang, I gotta eat something. But like, people will lie to you, be like, yeah, it looks cool, to say your feelings. I'm type boy, walk up to you. That shit ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie with you. What's wrong with you? I'll say it in a joking manner, and then I'll be like, nah, I think you should do it like this with the whoop. And that's just me. Like, I'm gonna think with you about how you mean. Like, bro, I've never cared before. I hate stress, and I'm always stressed. Isn't it like an oxymoron or something? So you gotta be genuine with yourself and people around you, and I feel like that energy will come back to you, man.
I'm looking for. So I think a big part of it too is just like we're not in your algorithm because you don't like our
We about
content. And I think
hit 40
that's fine.
minutes on
Like
the
because we
video.
have
Oh
our
my
audiences,
God.
we have our people, and the internet is so vast. So I think a lot of people are just like really in their zones, and it's not that they're not creating, it's just that they're in a different like area of the algorithm.
I think people forget that the internet is so big. So just because you're not seeing me doesn't mean that I'm not working until one day, like I pop back up on your algorithm and then, you know, I've got this going on, that going on. And you're probably like, oh, wow, I haven't seen this person for years. But
Yeah, exactly. And it's like those people that people expect us to be around on camera, sometimes we don't fit into their content, but like behind the scenes, like a lot of the people from SU, especially like the professors, have been so incredibly helpful with like mentoring me over the course of this year. So it's like just because I'm not popping out on a stream doesn't mean that those people aren't still helping me elevate my content to fit what I want to do for the rest of my life, basically.
why do you think streamer you continues to get such a bad rep?
I mean, if I'm being honest, as glazed as it sounds, I think most of it is just because it's under Kai's name. Like, if this was another streamer's idea that doesn't get as much hate, then I don't think it would see that much. And then I think a little bit of it too is there, like a lot of people will fuel the fire for the hate because they weren't picked. So some niggas are just like, it was some niggas that weren't even gonna give it a chance, even though they were gonna watch it, but they don't even give it a chance to praise it because if niggas had super dreams, because there's a lot of people that for some reason, and I'm seeing it now for if he does a second one, I'm seeing niggas post now where they think this is like end all be all. Like I'm seeing people hit me up like, damn, like they think like if I don't hit this, then you know, like it's over with. So it's like
I'm gonna let y'all know now, it is over. It's GG's. Find another door, gang. Like, bro, but me, once the door closes, that door done like you know the Monsters Inc. part where they shred the door. It's just like that, bro. That door gone. All right, we through another door now. What's the next move? You mean? Can't go through Streamer University. I'm going through another way then. It's whatever.
it's people like that was like, okay, I need this so bad, I don't get it, and then okay, I'm just gonna kind of join in on the hate because who are these nobodies? And there was too many famous people and this, that, and the third. So it's like it's a culmination of a lot of it. But I think most of it is because it's under Kai's name.
And it's interesting because in my research for the video, I went back and I started looking at all the people who were like, yo, I hate Kai Cenat, I hate Streamer You, I hate the people that got selected, and they should have picked the smaller guys and da-da-da. They did all this complaining. I went back and saw what they did from that point till today. And there's so many of them that haven't done anything, haven't touched nothing, haven't streamed consistently since. And I'm thinking to myself, did you think that this was like your super duper put on card right here? Like Streamer You was really gonna put you there?
But I think you might be one of the first people that has done that too. I think a lot of people, some of those videos popped. Like as soon as he revealed what happened, it was like a huge debate, at least on my timeline. I mean, some of these videos were on TikTok at least were fucking hitting of people just like complaining about it, and it's too many people, too many famous people, and this shit ain't gonna hit. Da 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 da. But yeah, if you went back and did that, that would be far to look at because I already know people didn't take this opportunity to put Bill.
I'm gonna try not to call nobody's name out when I do it, but
If they want to call people out, like whenever it was time,
that's true.
Fucking call them niggas out because you know it's gonna be some people that might even look at other people and say, hey, you haven't streamed that much in Streamer You. Like the other mad that they didn't get the opportunity, but them niggas might have not streamed as much as the people that they saying don't stream, you know, after the opportunity. If that makes sense.
No, I think that's fair. If I call them out, what they gonna do? Stream about me? Hell, they wasn't streaming in the first place.
TikTok say he was right.
Hey, yeah, let's do it. Let's go bam for bam. Why do you think that Streamer You gets such a bad rep?
Because y'all didn't get in.
Here we go.
Realistically, if you look at the people who criticize us, it's the same people that are like, I would have done better. And I feel like a major reason why I got criticism was, one, it was the first time it ever happened. Two, like that a project of that scale is crazy. Like there's no way to control over 100 people in an environment. Plus the location got leaked before we even started. Like that shit was crazy. But no, I just feel like a lot of the criticism comes from people thinking that they would have done better. And I don't know, to that, I'm always just like, just make cool content then. Because I mean, streaming.
Bro, I'm telling you, if all you do is create in your own lane, don't worry about what other people do. Like me, they say, what do they call it? Envy or whatever, like jealousy. It hurts the soul, bro. Like comparison is a thief of joy. That's what it is. I don't believe that. I compare myself to other people. Like I compare myself in my niche at least. I will look at Young Don, Astro Dior, Birdo's videos. Look at what time they posted, how many views they already have. Look at their thumbnails, titles. And I'm like, what are they doing better than me that I'm not implementing? Like I'm missing something. I've tweaked something. I'll look at a young dude, like right now. I'm watching. I have Cordell. Hold on, let me look at my phone, bro. Let me get his name right. Like, I'm gonna shout him out for the one time, cause I'm not no hating ass nigga, bro. You feel me? If I if I watch your shit or like I'm comparing myself to you, I'm not gonna be on no hating shit, bro. Like Cordell live, right? I don't know if y'all see that. Hold on. Cordell is live. This boy. I have a social blade pulled up, right? So I can compare myself to see what he's doing, how he's doing well. Like, he's gained like over 100 subscribers in the past couple of days, probably over 100, 200, 300, 400, bro. He's growing at like a rapid pace. I stagnated. I want to know what I could do better, you feel me? Like how I could better change what I'm doing. Hold on, my camera messed up. You feel me? Because I'm like, yo, I'm getting mad that I'm stagnating. And I'm not mad at Cordell or Young Don or Astro Dior or Birdo. I'm not mad at none of them. I'm mad at myself because I'm like, yo, I know you could do better. You was doing better. So why aren't we doing better? And I'm not looking for nobody to come save me. Would it be nice? Hell yeah. But am I searching for it? Nah, bro, because guess what? I got put this strap on, put that strap on, and get in my bag, nigga. Stop playing. Like, bro, you feel me? You got to do what you
University
gotta
wasn't
do.
like a get rich quick kind of thing. Like, I think people also forget that virality doesn't come from one moment. Like, success doesn't come from one moment of virality. It comes from it stacking and like getting those opportunities. So I feel like, I don't know. I think a lot of people are just upset about it. I think a lot of people are bitter that there's not a part 2 announced yet. I think that's the opinion of a lot of the alums.
And if there is a part 2, why would he choose somebody who's not actually working, bro? If you're not, yo, dude, am I always excited to do a YouTube video when I just came home from work, tired as hell? Nigga, no. But I gotta show up every day, because why? It might be that one day where some shit pop off, and I get onto it, bro. Like, I did 2 Gideon videos last month. One got 4K, the other one got 1K. Yo, I need to keep getting those Jones, bro. You feel me?
We're kind of like, I don't know why you're so upset about it, because like if you were there, actually a lot of people are like, people didn't get anything out of it. We got a lot out of it. I think even people who didn't have viral moments, again, like seeing how those bigger creators move was crazy. But yeah, I really don't know why he gets so much like backlash other than that.
I do think what you said is true, that people thought just off rip that they would have been able to do more with it. But I'm gonna be quite honest with you, because it's the anniversary and that's what this whole video is about. I went back and looked at a lot of streamers or content creators or whoever that made videos at the moment saying like, oh, you know, I would have did X, Y, and Z. Went back and looked at what they did in the year. Respectfully speaking, y'all wouldn't have made it. They would have been the people that, you know, took the picture with Kai, took the picture with Duke, took the picture with Agent, and then it would have just existed in that ecosystem right there, their Instagram or their Twitter, but they wouldn't have done anything else content-wise, because they didn't do anything for a year. It didn't make them hungrier. It didn't make them more motivated that they didn't get in. It kind of just said it just to say it.
I agree. And that's like, people will come into my streams all the time. How do I get into SU Part 2? I'm like, well, what have you done since SU Part 1? Because that's a big thing I always say is I'm like, don't let someone else determine when you blow up. Just grind. Who knows if you're going to need it by the time it comes back around. If you like are really producing content the way you want to. I think another thing is so many people think about getting into it that they kind of forget that content is about the love of the game. Like so many people are just waiting to blow up that it's like, just play games with your friends, just go IRL, just like have community. Because I truly honestly believe that's why we all got in, is because, you know, first round, you're like, what are the odds of me really making it or someone that I know making it? It's so slim. I'm just going to shoot my shot. Like, I love doing content and I've been doing it regardless. And I think that's why we got in. I think more people should just care about content instead of caring about the opportunities that you might get from it.
Last question. If you could give advice to someone attending in the future.
I think one of the first things is people have to take what they saw from the first one and apply it. And obviously in your own way. If you try to recreate someone's whole flow, like let's say you try to do the DDG, it's not going to work this time. If something pops one time.
Facts. Yo, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Make improvements on the wheel that'll work for you. Like, bro, you know, like we on about the AK-47, right? I seen a TikTok video the other day. The AK-47 had to get remade like 3 to 4 times before it became the AK-47 gang. Bro, like, I'm sorry, I'm using gun terms. I'm using guns as an analogy now because that's what I'm thinking about now. I'm going to the gun show on Friday, get me a new John, you feel me? But every upgrade made in modern history wasn't because, oh, the last one worked, I'm just going to improve it and da-da-da-da. It's because a nigga seen something that could be advanced or seen an opportunity to make his life a little bit easier, bro. So all the inventors are lazy people at the end of the day. They want to get something done easier in life. That's how I feel we should be. You know what I mean? Like, you see DDG method work. take the DEG method, you 15%, 25%, 75%, 85%, 120%. Like, it gotta be mostly you with him as the base. 2K, he's the base jumper, right? He's the base. And then you're the upper. 75 your way, 25% his way, bro. If that makes sense to y'all.
That method instantly gets patched. Obviously, like, you know, girl content is gonna hit on the next one too. Like, so it's gonna be separate themes and shit, but you're gonna have to bring your own sauce, your own flavor, and not just like don't just go in that bitch and say, I'm just gonna do exactly what Rakai did last time so I can try to get 200,000 views. I mean, it's not gonna work. You're gonna have to.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been yapping this whole time, bro. It's been like a 40-minute video. I'm gonna have to call it right here, bro. I'm sorry, yo. I know we having a good old time, but I gotta call it at some point. An hour video was crazy. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna talk to you on the next one. Peace.